Good morning, student. Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a topic that is magnetic field at a distance r from axis of a long straight cylindrical wire carrying current such that the current density that is given J equal to J naught r, where J naught is the constant and r is variable. R is given that r is less than r. Suppose this one the cylindrical wire. Okay. Suppose this one the cylindrical wire, and we have to find out the magnetic field at a point P at a distance r, that is r lie inside of the wire, that is r is given less than the radius of the wire, means r lie inside of the wire, and the current is present throughout the whole cross section of the wire. Okay. In this situation we will have to find out the magnitude of magnetic field. We use here Ampere's circuital law. Let us see here, suppose this one the wire. Okay, suppose this one the wire, this one the wire. Okay, this one long is cylindrical wire, so we will indicate by like that. Okay, this wire having a radius how much? Capital R. Okay, and this one the axis of the wire. Okay, and we have to find out the magnetic field at a distance small r at a point P. This small r point P lie inside of the wire, because in the question given that small r is less than capital R. Small r is less than capital R, means the smaller lie inside the wire. Okay, here one thing is given, the current density, this one the current density, the current density, that is J equal to how much current present in per unit area. This one the current density. Here the current density vary with R, means J is directly proportional to R. Here J naught is constant, so J is directly proportional to R. Means current is not present here at a uniform way, but the current is present directly proportional to R. As you increase or decrease the value of R, the current will be increase or decrease. Means the current will be vary with R. As you vary the R, the current density will be vary, means the current also vary. If you put the magnitude of R that is equal to 0, as you put the R equal to 0, the current density becomes 0, means at the axis of the wire the current is equal to 0. At axis of the wire the current is equal to 0, and as you increase the value of R, the current density also increases, means current is not present here at a uniform rate. In this situation we have to find out the magnitude of magnetic field at a point P. So we use here Ampere's circuital law. Ampere's circuital law. What is Ampere's circuital law? Let us see the Ampere's circuital law. It gives an equation that B dot dl, that is equal to mu naught time what is the current present inside of the loop. Mu naught times what is the current present inside of the loop. Inside of the loop means we have to consider a loop. That loop is called Ampere's loop. So this one the Ampere's loop, we consider this one the Ampere's loop. This loop is to be considered in such a way that this loop crosses the point where you want to find the magnitude of magnetic field. As you take this, there are current present inside of the loop as well as the outside of the loop. Outside of the loop means at the surface of the loop. The current is present throughout the whole cross section. Here the current is present throughout the whole cross section, means the current is present inside the wire as well as at the surface of the wire. Okay, so we have to take the top view of this wire here. This one the top view of the wire. Okay, this one the top view of the wire. The current is upward, so the current is here outwards. Okay, so we represent as dot. Okay, this one the center of the wire, and we have to find out the magnitude of magnetic field at a distance r at a point P. So we will draw a Ampere's loop to crossing this loop. This one the Ampere's loop which crossing the point P, where you want to find the magnitude of magnetic field. And after it, we know that by applying the right hand thumb rule, we know that the direction of magnetic field will be in where? Anti-clockwise. This one the direction of magnetic field. Okay, we will take an element having a length dl. This element having the same direction as the magnetic field direction. Why? We can take in any direction, this one arbitrary direction, by Ampere's circuit law. Okay, so we can take here element also, this one dl, and this one the direction of b, and this one the direction of also dl. Here we see the direction of dl and b is in the same, so theta becomes here 0. Okay, so as you apply the Ampere's circuit law here, the integration of b dot dl is equal to mu naught times current present inside. Okay, here b dl cos 0, because theta is 0, so we put 0. The angle between b and dl, b is and dl is in same direction, so the angle between b and dl is 0, so we put a 0. Cos 0 becomes how much? 1. The cos 0 becomes 1, and from here mu naught time current inside, that is from here b will be come out, and the integration of dl becomes 2 pi r, 2 pi r, because this is the circumference of the circle. As you integrate dl, we will find the circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r equal to mu naught time and current inside. And from here, one thing is to be noted, that what is the amount of current present inside the loop, we don't know. So we have to find out the amount of current present inside the loop. So we will take this one, equation 1. Okay, and after it, we will take that Ampere's loop. This one Ampere's loop. This one Ampere's loop. We have assumed this Ampere's loop. And this one, the capital R, that is the radius of the wire. Okay, this Ampere's loop we will take in here. Okay, we will take the Ampere's loop here, and after it we have to find out what is the amount of current present inside the Ampere's loop. This one Ampere's loop. Okay, Ampere's loop. Okay, and then we take an element having a thickness of dx at a distance x. We cut an element having thickness dx. This one the element. Okay, this one element having thickness how much dx. This element having thickness dx. Okay, this element having thickness dx. So if you take that element here, we see, if we take that element here, we see that this element having thickness dx, and the length of the element, that is 2 pi x. This one the radius is smaller. This one the Ampere's loop having radius is smaller, and we take an element from the center at a distance x having a thickness dx, and you take the element outside, then we see that the area of that element becomes how much? This length into breadth, that is 2 pi x into dx. And after it, we will we have to find out what is the amount of current present in dA element, that is the current which present inside of the that element di becomes how much? The di becomes j into what is the area, that is dA, j into dA, and we know that di becomes how much? J into, that is dA is, we have already defined 2 pi x dx, and as we integrate this di, we get the amount of current present inside of the Ampere's law. We know that the dI is equal to J is the current density which has given for this wire, that is J naught into x. Here we will put x because the radius is x, this one given for at a distance r, so we have to find out at a distance x, so J naught into x, J naught r, J naught x, okay, and 2 pi x dx. And as we integrate this value from 0 to r, means our integration is for 0 to r. 0 to r means this one the radius 0, and for r we can find the magnitude of di. As we integrate, we find di, that is the integration of di is I is equal to J naught is a constant and 2 pi also constant, it will come out. Our integration is for x square dx, x into x square dx from 0 to r. As we integrate, we can find the I inside, that is equal to J naught 2 pi into x3 divided by 3, x power 3 into divided by 3 from 0 to r. And as we integrate, we find J naught 2 pi and r cube divided by 3. This one I inside, this one the value of I inside. We put that value I inside in equation 1, and from here we can find the magnitude of B present at a point r. Okay, so B becomes, we can write, putting in 1, B becomes how much? This one mu naught I inside we have find J naught 2 pi r cube divided by 3, and the 2 pi also go into the denominator, 2 pi r. Okay, this one 2 pi r goes to the denominator, 2 pi r, and we know that the r will be cancelled out and the 2 pi also be cancelled out, and from here the B becomes how much? Mu naught J naught r square divided by 3. This one gives the magnitude of magnetic field at a distance r if the current is distributed at not at a uniform rate, that is it follow the J equal to J naught into r, means the current density is directly proportional to r, then in this case the magnitude of magnetic field is equal to mu naught into J naught r square divided by 3. We see here the B is directly proportional to r, here the B is directly proportional to a quadratic equation, that is B is directly proportional to r square, B is directly proportional to r square. So the graph becomes this one, the graph, we see this one the graph, here in y axis B and in x axis we put r. The graph of a quadratic equation, we know that the graph of quadratic equation, that is in parabolic shape, so the B vary in parabolic shape. As we increase the value of r, the B also be increasing by following this curve, that is B is directly proportional to r square. Okay, I think you are able to follow me. Thank you very much.